Today we're going to show you how to assemble a base 21 cabinet. The truth is, with these cabinets, with the simple base cabinets, you could use the same procedure as it is similar for other bigger or smaller base cabinets. So without further ado, let us proceed. Start by opening the box up and separating all the accessories and pieces. Make sure not to lose them. Start by sliding in the plastic brackets and joining them together and putting them into the little guides at the bottom. Make sure the insides are facing in or towards each other, and then screw the guides or the plastic brackets into place. Put the pegs in the bag or simply set them aside so that you won't lose them. And do the same with the screws. You'll need them later. Set that panel aside. And then we're going to proceed building the cabinet. You could use any sort of wood glue. Just make sure to put them along the grooves of the cabinet. On the side panels, you only really need to administrate to the bottom groove of the panel. Align those panels into the grooves, and then proceed by screwing the cab locks and securing the panels to the face of the cabinet. Now we're going to put in the bottom panel of the cabinet, making sure it fits into the grooves and pressing them together. And now that rear panel we had done, put in some glue on the rear groove and along the sides of the panel as well, before proceeding to place it into the cabinet. Make sure that you press the panels together before securing them with the cam locks. Turn the cabinet around and secure the cam locks inside. And go ahead and attach the kick plate. Again, screwing it into place with the cam locks. Now staple the sides of the cabinet. We suggest using 1.25 inch staples. Place those at an equal distance around the sides of the panels, securing them into the cabinet. Now set that on the floor or in a place where it'll be more comfortable for you. And now we're going to go ahead and attach the glides for the drawer. These go into the brackets we had earlier attached to the back of the cabinet. Make sure they face in with the black plastic piece sticking out of the cabinet. You might want to use a level for assuring that the brackets are level. And then go ahead and screw the bracket into the frame of the cabinet. Go ahead and do that to the other side where the bracket is. And again, make sure the other bracket is leveled. Just add the first one and screw it into the frame of the cabinet. We are now going to start assembling the drawer for the cabinet. Start by getting the side panels of the drawer and administering some wood glue to the grooves, also to the door, and along the edges of the groove of the drawer face, put in a small amount of wood glue. You might want to use a rubber mallet to securely attach the panels into the interlocking pegs. Then put in the bottom panel for the drawer and go ahead and put in some wood glue. Into the grooves of the rear panel. Make sure the interlocking fingers are securely, and then go ahead and staple them to each other. You may want to use a cleaning rag to wipe off any excess glue that may have seeped inside. You're going to want to use a guide roughly 1.5 inches thick for the next step, which is securing the glides into the side of these drawers. Use some of the golden screws that are included with your cabinet. And then go ahead and do it with the other glide. these glide pieces are included inside the bigger glides, and all you have to do is remove them. Once you have those attached, just slide the drawer into place and make sure it works. Make adjustments as needed to make sure the cabinet face is leveled, and make sure it slides in smoothly. Now you can go ahead and attach the shock absorbers to the cabinet door around the edges and to the cabinet drawer face on its corners. Now we're going to install some of those shelf pins we had earlier put aside, and simply place them into the peg holes at your desired height.